is this? Tabletop Island, huh? Let's see what this is all about.
House on the Hill. This family inherited this by the Avalon Hill estate. They're searching in hopes to find something of more value. The parents are searching the kitchen, and what they find is a sacrificial dagger covered in blood. Why is it in the kitchen? And what are these symbols? They're undefinable. The younger brother and sister decide to split ways. The sister doesn't feel too confident, but the brother insists, so she agrees. She begins to wander the house and finds herself on the balcony, where she finds this unusual piece of chalk. What she doesn't know is it's made of ground bone and wax, but she plays with it as if everything is normal. Now the son is drawn by this voice, pulling it towards this mysterious elevator. Why is there an elevator on the second floor? The older brother and sister find this creepy doll. It ends up having the same clothes as the older brother. How did it get just like him? Why does it look like him? And how does it have the same fabric? The elevator lands and the voice gets louder. He hears it into the game room, so he wanders and finds a puzzle box. Being good at games, he immediately solves it, and something crazy happens. This is when the haunt begins. The boy begins to levitate, and then poof, he disappears, and the darkness arises. The mother hears the cranking of the elevator, and then boom, a noise happens. Where did that come from? She searches both ways and sees nothing. And then...
Hey, Mom. What? Ah!
Father hears a sound and wanders quickly into the room, where he sees his dead wife lie. The echo of his son's voice begins to get louder. Where is it coming from? He's confused. And there goes his father, lying in a pool of his own blood. The older brother and sister are confused. They hear the noises too, and then poof, there's her brother. The older siblings die instantly, and the younger sister decides to see what's going on. She heard her father yell, "Dad."
Hey, sis. Miss me? Oh, brother! I lost you. No, you didn't lose me. I've been right here.
And that is the story of the betrayal at House on the Hill.
Welcome to Tabletop Island. I'm Bernardo, your host, and today we're going to be talking about the board game Betrayal, House on the Hill. This game, I'm a fan of, and this is a fantastic Halloween-themed game, which is why it was on my top 5 lists. The reason why I like this game is because when I play with my board game group, we actually get into character, and I love that aspect of things, where you can get into like almost that role play feel. So you are one of 6 characters. It is a 3 to 6 player game. The game itself is a little on the pricier side, and I'll be honest with you, when you open up the box, it's probably going to scare you. There are a lot of pieces and a lot of things to account for, but I promise you, if you just dive into it, you will be okay. It's not as complex as it seems. There's just a lot of different outcomes, so there are pieces that coincide with whatever outcome that you end up going with. So you're going through this mansion, you have a set of floors. The roof, however, is only in the expansion, but the base game has the basement, the ground floor, and the second floor. And the game is fantastic. So as you're going through the house, you are not only creating a different look for the house every time you play, but you are going through and you're getting different items. There's an item deck that's shuffled up and you're randomly selecting items and you're rolling dice, and if your dice meet a specific condition, a haunt begins. And when the haunt begins, that's when that individual either becomes possessed or turns invisible or turns into a giant cat. Everyone turns small, flies into a plane. I'm not going to get too far and too in depth on some of the outcomes because I want you to experience it for yourself if you do indeed decide to play this game. I am a big fan, but I will be completely honest with you. The chances of you defeating the, villain is almost impossible. So once the haunt begins, that individual must take out everyone else in the house, and everyone else has to find a way to get rid of this demon or whatever it ends up being. And it is extremely hard. But it doesn't matter. I don't think that really loses a piece of the game. It almost makes me want to challenge myself to see if I can push through. I've yet to do it, and I know a lot of people say the same thing, that it's almost impossible, but I'm fine with that because the experience is well worth it. I think the game itself has so much replayability, it's outrageous. You have 2 books, one for the person who's doing the haunt. They find out through a special book in another room, they find out what the outcome is and what they have to do and what they're able to do. The other team goes through the book and finds out what that individual is able to do to them and how they can get rid of it. And then the game really begins. So it starts off a little slow. That haunt can begin in the beginning, the middle, or later into the mansion. You can have almost a full built mansion, or you can have a little mini mansion, which makes things that much harder or easier depending on what outcome you end up with. I haven't seen them all because there are a multitude of different outcomes, but I am very excited every time I do get to play this game. But honestly, the game's pretty straightforward. Fun for the whole family a little bit. I wouldn't say if you're not a teen, I guess parents' discretion. I think it can be a little on the violent, more horror-ish side. I'm not going to say it's too gory because I don't remember anything gory about it outside of my commercial being a little more intense. But the game itself, I don't even want to say it's easy to teach because it is very complex. So I highly recommend going on YouTube, looking at a how-to, the setup. Get it set up before you bring your friends in, because if they watch you set it up, it's probably going to detour or pull them away from wanting to play this game. Because I'm going to be honest with you, when I first opened the box, me and my friends looked at it and said, I think we'll wait till next time. And then we did that and kept doing it, and then eventually a friend who was very familiar with the game brought it to the table with us, and it was a fantastic experience, one that I will never forget. I highly recommend this game. Again, it is on the pricier side. I'll leave a link in the description to your Amazon Prime needs if that's an option. But that is honestly all I have for you guys today. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I do appreciate any feedback. I'm trying to make these videos more and more outrageous, and with your guys' help, I have been doing so. And if you're interested in notifications, there is a bell up there somewhere. Monday, regular board game reviews. Wednesday, weekly update/talks, and then on Friday is my vintage board game reviews. That is all I have for you guys today. I will see you guys next time.